detail because it's so high level, but some guidance on the basis for the jury's verdict that it would be difficult to review. And also, we would want to ensure that they are unanimous on the type. So if they indicate the type, that would ensure that.
But here's my issue with type. I mean, so let's say they don't decide, or the jury doesn't think, oh, they decided they would murder every Paul. Let's say they decided, we're just going to hassle Lucci in any way possible. So we're going to steal things from Lucci, stab Lucci's mama, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. Those are different types of racketeering activity with the same victim. So it doesn't have to be the same type. And so that's the wrong word to say.
And it's only corrupted in the case law.
Yeah, it's wrong. And I'm sorry, I was kind of thinking through this as we do this, because I've never done a RICO case before as a judge.
That's not surprising, by the way. She's never done one of these.
Of the predicate racketeering activity, and that's the 10th Circuit, and I believe they're agreeing with a number of other circuits.
Okay, so how about if we just say, would this work? Is this correct and sufficient? You must be unanimous in your determination as to the pattern of racketeering activity the defendant agreed would be committed.
That's acceptable to Mr. Chairman.
Dude, that sounds so confusing, but whatever, if the jury understands it.
You must be unanimous in your determination as to the pattern of racketeering activity the defendant agreed would be permitted. What did I say? Committed, sorry.
You have to remember that.
Okay.
Because I think the jury is going to read that as they had to agree to commit specific acts. I know that's not what you're intending to instruct, but I'm afraid that's what they're going to hear, and that's what the argument is.
Then we can say...
It's kind of crazy how he basically just said, well, no, they're going to hear that and think that they had to agree to commit these crimes. RICO statute is just shit show. They're being very strategic about how they word this to the jury, but it might be above my pay grade, I'm going to be honest. Obviously, defense lawyers are trying not to instruct the jury on accident in a way that could make them lean towards a guilty verdict, so...
You must be unanimous in your determination as to the pattern of racketeering activity the defendant agreed would be committed. You do not have to be unanimous as to specific acts. To be unanimous on this count, you must be unanimous as to the pattern of racketeering activity that the defendant agreed would be committed. You do not have to be unanimous as to specific acts. You must also be unanimous as to any overt act or acts committed to further a criminal objective of the conspiracy.
Will this jury be unanimous? Bro, this is going to end in a hung jury. Final prediction. Hung jury.
Such a complicated paragraph. It might benefit just from a formatting perspective if you broke it up the same way you did on page 1, where different elements are on different lines.
For what?
Wrapped up in the statement of the criminal objective, which you've given them.
Yeah, I know you think about it. So thank you. What does the defense think? Do you think that survives appellate review as giving them the correct instruction?
I mean, you might be wrong, but that question is forefront of my mind and everything I've said.
Okay.
So he thinks this survives appellate review. I may point out, if my hair ever looked like this, it'd be time to shave it, brother. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? You have a landing strip on the top of your head. Shave it. Get rid of it. The dream of being young is gone. This angle has done him dirty all day. He's been standing here all day with this landing strip on his head. Look at him picking up the mic.
My preference is more for the original language, with the caveat that might actually go against me, is that I'm just not entirely clear what participating in the enterprise means.
Yeah, me either, but that's the way the statute's written.
That sums up today. Not clear on what the participation of the enterprise means. The judge doesn't even know.
I mean, honestly, I think Mr. Floyd's might be more elegant. Original tracks the statute, and we're less likely to commit error by tracking the language of the statute. So I think that means we start closings on Friday, but we probably don't finish closings until Monday, and then I charge the jury, which I hope, I have no idea how long the charge is going to take, but I would think that the rest of the closing and the charge can be completed Monday. They get the case Tuesday, well, at the end of the day Monday, but I'm not going to do anything in that little amount of time unless I talk really fast while I'm charging. They have a short day on Wednesday and a short day on Tuesday. And I said, oh, wait.
This is going to get really close to Thanksgiving, which means clearly the jury is going to put in a verdict before Thanksgiving on purpose, right? If I was on the jury, I'd be like, hey, let's try to get this shit done before Thanksgiving. Let's be free from the shit before Thanksgiving, please. We don't have to break and go to Thanksgiving and come back.
Maybe it won't take very long.
They do.
He said maybe it won't take them long.
Maybe it won't take very long.
They do. These jurors, they were trying to live their lives. I can't remember why we had a late start next Tuesday also.
I'm very afraid of
I consider doing all of this after Thanksgiving.
No.
Wait. She said you're not considering doing all this after Thanksgiving, like the week after?
If we close and we take breaks, and say we don't get ready back on Wednesday, you're going home. You hope that they don't, but you don't know what.
Well, I'm instructing them not to, and whether they have gotten the case or not, they're not supposed to be doing that. And
they're going to talk about it at Thanksgiving, bro. I'm telling you. At least 3 or 4 of them.
I'll get back to you.
We are.
Yeah. It's like the only thing they hear is the states.
I'm opposed to it. I would ask you to close up on whatever we don't get done. I don't mean with much of it. And then we can give the jury instructions Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they come back up. I'm just very concerned about it.
I'm wondering why it got so dark.
That's a good point. It's a long way to be closing, yeah.
I think it's a really good idea for them starting tomorrow, then we can go on. We're back up the closing instruction.
And you like that.
I do like that idea.
Very hard. Won't be complete until tomorrow. We don't have to have all night to process it.
Yeah.
Mr. Monte is not buying.
Did it really freeze?
I appreciate that, Mr. Weinstein, that you take your duty of care seriously.
Very seriously.
So.
Yeah, because I'm putting mods on,
Finish Monday, if not.
so I think it froze. Yep. And now I gotta restart.